Good afternoon, sir. So, I'm Ramilin Herrera from City College of Calapan. And the full, sir.
Yes, my name is Arman Mulimbayan. So I'm the owner of, I'm a franchisee of One Cafe.
May two questions lang po ako, sir, about being entrepreneur po. So, what are the advantages and disadvantages of being entrepreneur?
Okay. I think one of the many advantages of being an entrepreneur is that you are your own boss. We get to and so with that we get to manage our own time. We get to say what we would like to tell people, our employees, our staff. So it's kind of feel good to be your own boss, but of course there are still disadvantages. But I think one of the main reasons why I went into entrepreneurship is because number one, I wanna really employ people. I wanna create jobs locally and really give an opportunity to those people who wants to not just to earn money but to really earn experience. So just so you know, I don't really require a college graduate so that you can be part of our staff. In fact, my advocacy is I do want to hire those undergraduate students or even high school students so that they will have experience and at the same time give them opportunity to earn even though they have not finished their degree or they're just high school students. And so yeah, that's the number one reason I want to be able to create jobs, give an opportunity to those who are disadvantaged in a way. And secondly, if you're your own boss, you get to manage your own time. So I get to spend a lot of time with my kids, with my wife, more time I guess in some of my hobbies. So I also get to just do whatever I want, have a vacation anytime. But as compared to just being an employee, you're required to at least 8 hours a day, 5 times a week, and you only get to have like 14 days of vacation leave. And you can't just like take a vacation as well. So you have to, ask your boss for permission. So yeah, those are the top things that and of course you also help the economy locally. Wherever you're from a barangay, from a city, of course as you start your own business, you get to pay your taxes, you get to employ people, they pay taxes as well, and you help the community. So yeah, that's I guess the advantages of being in an entrepreneurship.
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
I guess yung disadvantage, parang I wasn't able to point it out. I guess yung disadvantage lang, just like any other businesses, you have to have a capital. You have to have this amount of money so that you can start your own business. And that's the challenge for most people who wants to start their own business. They don't have a capital. So what they do is they borrow from their friends or from the bank. So that's, I think, one of the disadvantages of being an entrepreneur is that it's a lot of risk. It's riskier being an entrepreneur or a business owner than to just being an employee. Kasi yun nga, kailangan mo ng kapital. Tapos ito pa, it's risky because if you don't really research, analyze, and study the market and the business you're going into, most likely it's not gonna succeed. So if a business fails, and syempre magsasara, malulugi ka, you risk a lot of your money, your capital going into it. So, I think yun lang naman yung for me, yung disadvantage of of being an entrepreneur also. The fear of failure, the fear of not being able to adapt to the market trend. Diba? Kasi halimbawa ito, milk tea business. From the very beginning, I know that there's tons of competitors already. So why start another milk tea business? What's your market? So and what's the trend right now? So if you don't study that, you're gonna fail. So yeah.
Good afternoon po. I'm Ramil Herrera from City College of Calaman. And you po, ma'am?
Good afternoon. I'm Rachel Zamora. I'm the wife of the owner.
So, meron po kami 2 questions po about being entrepreneur. Una po is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of being entrepreneur?
Advantages and disadvantages. So siguro sa advantages, pag entrepreneur ka, so hawak mo yung oras mo. So ikaw yung masusunod kung kailan ka papasok. Kasi lalo na especially, ikaw yung boss. Especially kung may mga tao ka. So pag may mga importante ka na pwede kailangan i-attend to, pwede kang umalis na tumatakbo yung business mo. Hindi nakakabang wala ka sa business mo. So parang gano'n. Isa yun sa mga advantages. Another one, pagka-entrepreneur ka, so magsipag ka lang. Sipagin mo, pag-isipag ka lang sa ginagawa mo. So, malaki yung opportunity kapag entrepreneur ka. Diba? Hindi kagaya nung, hindi naman inaano natin yung mga employed, pero pagka-employed ka kasi, fix yung income mo. Magkano yung sweldo mo, syempre, yun na lang yun. Doon ka na lang, remote or ano man, so doon ka pa lang tataas. Pero pagka-entrepreneur ka, so nasa iyo lahat yung time para pataasin yung income mo. So parang ikaw yung mag-decide sa'yo nakasalalay lahat. Hindi yung sa boss mo or pag sinipagan mo, malaki yung kita mo. Pero pag employed ka, kahit sipagan mo, kahit ano, fix mo. So parang gano'n. Pero siguro isa naman sa disadvantage mo, yung kasi pag-entrepreneur ka, so yun nga, sabi ko, masalalay sa'yo kung gaano kadami or gaano kalaki yung magiging income mo. So depende sa ilalang ng time kasi kailangan work hard, work smart, so parang so kung bababayaan mo, tuloy-tuloy ka. Diba? So, yung dedication mo dun sa ginagawa mo, dapat bigyan mo para at least lumago yung business mo. Kasi sa iyo. So, isa pa sa disadvantages, syempre yung sa economy natin, hindi natin alam. Diba? Gaya na, nagkaroon ng COVID. So, hindi natin alam na kailan isa sa mga businesses affected ng COVID is restaurant. So, yung mga services na businesses. So, isa siya sa affected. So, hindi ka gaya ng employed, diretso ang kita mo. Pero once na may ganyan na situation na affected, directly affected like COVID. So, medyo mahihirapan ka. Lalo na pagka-ulit yung pagkakaan. So, malulubi. Pero, ito yung business naman, so ito ay COVID building, parang gano'n. So, sinayon namin yung during COVID time. So, parang hindi kami directly hit ng COVID. Si COVID yung parang naging inspiration namin para mag-put business. So, isa pa, ayun, so yun yung ilan sa advantages at disadvantages ng pagiging entrepreneur.
So, second question po is, what are their contributions in our economy?
Contribution to our economy. So, ngayon, bumabangon tayo sa COVID. Ang mga restaurant, gaya namin, isa sa mga contribution business. Ito kasi yung parang naging bumuhay sa tourism, yung, di ba, yung mga tao excited lumabas, excited kumain sa labas, excited mamasyal. So, isa sa mga reason na after COVID, daming tao sila kumain sila. So, binigyan natin sila ng panibagong choices. Kasi syempre dito sa ating marami na rin kainan. So, binigyan natin sila ng another option. Tapos, syempre, yung mga sa tourism natin, yung mga pangpunta dito sa halapan, so, ano natin sila na parang na-promote natin yung halapan na okay, nung ganito klaseng business dito sa amin, it's a local business na dito lang sa Calabao, dito sa Calabao. Then, salitahan din kasi, so, isa yan sa mga contribution natin lalo na locally. Nakaka-attract tayo ng mga local or hindi man international kasi hindi naman ang kalaman sa international tourists pero yung sa mga local tourists or kahit yung mga taga-rito sa atin sa mga another options na binibigay nila may mapupuntahan sa bago. Idagdag ko lang dun sa kanina dun sa advantage at saka disadvantage. So yung pagka-entrepreneur ka, so bibigay ka ng opportunity sa mga tao. Diba? Employment, sa mga staff. So isa rin yan sa economy na pagbigay ka ng employment sa staff. So nakakatulong din siya kasi mababawasan yung mga trabaho. Ngayon, so mga opportunity na binibigay natin sa iba na magkaroon sila ng sa mga working student. Actually, meron kami isa sa mga nagtuloy na lang pasok siya. Pasok siya. So far, yun lang naman ang mas nagkakaroon. Thank you po. Ang isang mga po.
Some of the major advantages of small business ownership includes the ability to be your own boss, having a time freedom, and a greater potential profit. And some of the disadvantages, it include risk, long hours, and cash challenges. Entrepreneurship is vital for any country's economy as it supports the contribution of the government in the provision of goods and services.
So, good afternoon po sir. Ako po si Mark W.T. Martinez from City College of Calapan. May two questions lang po kami about sa pagiging entrepreneur po. The one is, what are the advantage and disadvantage of being entrepreneur?
Magandang hapon din sa iyo. Ako si Richard Romero as a manager ng establishmentong ito. Ang disadvantage at advantage ng isang entrepreneur ay unahin natin doon sa advantage. Well, mas hawak namin ng oras. Tapos nakakatulong kami sa mga taong may kailangan ng trabaho, kahit paano nasusuportahan namin yung pangangailangan nila. Then sa disadvantage naman, merong mga panahong hindi naman lahat ay malakas lagi, merong panahong mahina, so tuloy-tuloy yung konsumo ng maintenance ng tuloy ang gastos, tuloy ang mga bayarin doon. Then doon sa mga part na yon, kailangan meron ka laging extra, lalo na sa maintenance, and then sa mga tauhan, papasweldo ka, yun ang mga advantage at disadvantage. At lalo na yung sa mga part na medyo may calamity, may nangyayari na di mo inaasahan. Siyempre pag isa kang ang disadvantage nun, pag nag-iisa ka, solo mo lahat, wala kang maaasahang tulong lalo sa
And yung number 2 naman po is, what are their contributions in our economy? Ito pong Kaka-Farm. Ano pong
unang-una siguro sa contribution sa economy, unang-una taxpayer. Then, yung sinabi ko kanina, mga tao, kahit papano, na ipapasok, meron kami mga tauhan na ipapasok namin. Then, pag dito, kung halimbawa sila'y tapos na dito, o kaya gusto na nila lumipat ng trabaho, may nakukuha silang mga experience dito. Tapos ay landmark sa city. Kasi sa isang ganto, kailangan panatiliin mo yung pangalan.
So, thank you po sir sa inyong time.